have lots of homework?
We sort of do, not at my place.
How does it work? What's the method?
We get a packet, and each week we do something.
Do you have to do something every night?
Sort of.
When's it due?
Friday.
Callie, how about you, homework? How much homework do you have a night?
We usually don't have much homework. It's just one page. We each have spelling words that we have to go over, so we can take a test at the end of the week. We also have to put in our reading minutes. We have to read at least 2 hours each week. And then we have to write a current event that has happened in our lives.
Wow, and you think that's not very much. Do you go home every night and tell your mom and dad that you have homework and show them your agenda? Do you guys have an agenda?
Yeah, we have an agenda. I told them about my homework, but sometimes I forget my agenda at school.
What happens when you forget your agenda at school? Do you get in trouble for that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if your mom and dad did not ask you about your homework or agenda, would you tell them, or do they have to really ask you to get that information?
About my homework, I tell them about my agenda. It happens so often that I don't.
Okay. Madison, how much homework do you have?
We have, in the middle, because we have like a math page, cursive, spelling, and reading.
So do you come home every night and say, hey, this is my homework I have to do? You do? Do you do it as soon as you get home?
I usually do it at peak, but if I have any more, I do it at home.
Okay, and tell everybody here what PEAK is.
It's an after-school program for like kids that parents have to work after the kids get out of school.
And in that program, they give you time to do your homework and stuff, right? Okay. Mackenzie, do you have much homework? No?
We usually don't have any homework unless we didn't finish our math early enough.
Okay, so you get to do most of your work in school. Are you getting excited for when you have to do homework?
No.
Okay. Okay, Lauren, how about you?
I usually come home from peak and say that I don't have homework, but sometimes I usually have math homework or problems for clocks, and that's usually the only homework I get, but I usually don't get that much.
And do you like homework?
Never.
Never. Okay.
Do your teachers have any like reward or discipline activities? Like my 4th grade teacher, we'd have tickets if we were good, and she'd draw them out of like a bucket at the end of the week or something.
We get our recess, like, if we be bad, we get a letter erased, and at the end, if recess is gone, we don't have any recess.
My teacher, if my class is misbehaving, we would have to lose our recess. If she only saw a couple kids, she would write their names on the board, and they would have to lose all their recess. And then the other kids would get to go outside because they weren't doing anything like that. And if we're being good students, she would draw our name out of a bucket, and we would get like $5 out of our fake money.
We have fake money, and if we were being good, we would get money, and if we were being bad, we would have to give money.
Madison, what are the things, when you get that fake money at school, what are the things you get to do with that? Like, do you buy things from the store?
Every other week, we get to buy something from like a store that we have at school. My teacher has cards that we pull if we're being bad, and she has
has different colors. So if you get on a different color, you lose frog dollars, and that's our dollars. At each of every month, we she has this frog store where we can get like pencils and folders and erasers and little toys like that.
Mackenzie, do you think that works good? Like, does that make you want to behave in school more because you're trying to get your frog dollars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, I have cards just like Mackenzie, and but if we be bad or something, our cards get flipped. We have blue, green, yellow, orange, and pink. Blue is the best you can get. Green I usually stay on because that's the second best you can get. And then yellow is you get 5 minutes off of recess. And orange is you get your whole recess token taken away from you. And for pink, you call home, make a note, and go to the office.
You sound like you have experience with that, Lauren.
I've never got to pink before, so I've never had the experience to do that.
You said that when you were misbehaving, you got recess taken away. What do you do during recess then if you misbehave during that time?
We just go through it like if it was like a regular day without recess.
If it was nice outside, she would make us stand on the wall. And if it was cold outside, she'd make us stay in and do extra worksheets that she had in her closet.
Our teacher would make us put our heads down, but if she had like recess duty, we would have to stay on the wall.
My teacher would make you sit at your desk and put your head down, and you couldn't do anything. But if she had the recess duty, you'd have to go out and stand on the wall. My teacher would say, like, if it was inside recess, we'd have to put our heads down on our desks. Or if it's outside recess, we gotta stay on the wall. But if she had recess duty, she would probably make us go on the wall, or if we actually did it. Like, if we were a guy in my class that I was usually bad a lot, he would probably have to stay in with her if she had recess duty. But I'm usually good, so I really don't do that.
Assuming that you guys, or all of you, don't like standing on the wall or putting your head down, would you rather have that time to work on extra papers so you're at least learning something, or would you rather just sit there with your head down?
I'd rather do the papers or sit. Well, I don't know. It's depending what work I get.
I'd rather do a worksheet. It's better than sitting there looking at your desk.
I think the worksheet would be better.
I would rather have the worksheet because it'd be something to do. It'd be better than looking at your desk. I would rather do the worksheet. It depends on what work it is. And if I was like sad or something like that, like sad or something like that day, on that day, I would probably rather like put my head on my desk